me call upon the next speaker for the day. He is Mr. Udara Priyanjana Jayawardena, a lecturer from the University of Colombo, from the Faculty of Law, having earned his LLB honours from the University of Colombo, and he has been being a lecturer at the Colombo University. Now he will be speaking to you all. A cart on the highway, the need of having an effective criminal enforcement mechanism for the protection of copyright in Sri Lanka. To Mr. Udara.
Good morning to everybody. Being a young academic, it's indeed a pleasure for me to make this presentation at this research symposium organized by KDU. And I wish to thank the KDU for giving me this valuable opportunity. This is my first experience, and I want to thank all of my senior lecturers in Faculty of Law and other lecturers and my colleagues in Faculty of Law to encourage me to this occasion. Today, my presentation is titled on A Cart on the Highway, the need of having an effective criminal enforcement mechanism for the protection of copyright in music and movie industries in Sri Lanka. As you know, intellectual property is the fruit of human intellect. In the process of development of the world, as it stands today, the human mind, the intellect plays a major role which nobody can deny. Therefore, every country has given a prominent place to this special branch of law to promote economic development. As per the background of my research, intellectual property rights have been given a prominent place in the economic development process in the current commercialized world, and the IP rights are protected under both national and international level. However, regardless of this protection, violations in the intellectual property rights, especially copyright-related violations, such as unauthorized counterfeiting of movies, songs, and computer software have surfaced, prompting immediate attention by the lawmakers as well as the law enforcement authorities. There are drawbacks within the existing legal framework which deal with the protection of substantive rights of copyright holders and the enforcement mechanism designed to achieve objectives of such laws. With this background, my research problem is, does the existing legal framework for the protection of copyright in Sri Lanka provide an effective enforcement mechanism to ensure the protection of copyright in music and movie industries? When we look at the copyright legislation and other laws related to copyright, we can find this legislation. Especially Intellectual Property Act number 13(6) of 2003 is very important. Before I came to this issue of protecting the copyright of songs and movies, I would like to briefly discuss what copyright is. Copyright means the right given by the law to creators for their literary and artistic works. The rights take two forms, economic rights and the moral rights. The economic rights include the right to reproduce, sell, rent, distribute, communicate to the public, and translate, etc. Whereas the moral right covers the right to claim the authorship and right to oppose distortion of mutilation of the work. Then, definitely, you may have questions as to why we should protect copyright. Because it protects the copyright of the authors of literary and music artistic work and ensures them the economic benefits and recognition, thereby promoting creativity in literary and artistic field and investment. Such creation enhance economic development, education, and culture and enjoyment of life. Enforcing copyrights can foster growth of economic industries, foster creativity, create incentive for investment, fulfill international treaty obligations. When we focus our attention to international law on copyright protection, TRIPS agreement is the most important international instrument. According to the Article 61 of the TRIPS agreement, members shall provide for criminal procedure and penalties to be applied at least in cases of willful trademark, counterfeiting or copyright piracy on a commercial scale. The minimum requirements of the Article 61 as follows. There must be an act of copyright piracy. The act of copyright piracy must be willful. The act of copyright piracy must be on commercial scale. You might think for a moment that civil remedies and enforcement are adequate for the protection of copyright, but it is not so. According to the report on counterfeiting and piracy in Canada, a roadmap for change published by Canadian Anti-Counterfeiting Network, civil remedies are not effective because counterfeiters are criminals. They do not respect the law and they strategically and tactically carry out their criminal activities in ways explicitly designed to avoid the justice system, both civil and criminal. Now we turn our attention to provisional measures available in 2003 Intellectual Property Act. Especially, Section 178 of the Act declares that any person who willfully infringe any of the rights protected under the provision relating to the copyright or related rights shall be guilty of an offence. It further declares that such a person is liable on conviction of trial before a magistrate to fine not exceeding 500,000 rupees or both such fines and imprisonment. When we look at the copyright enforcement authorities in Sri Lanka, authorities responsible for enforcing the copyright law. The magistrate court has criminal jurisdiction with respect to the infringement of copyright and related rights. The owners of rights may file a private complaint to enforce its rights or may make a complaint to police. The Intellectual Property Office can help the parties of copyright disputes to settle their disputes amicably. In affected party can make a request to the IP office and invoke its jurisdiction. Enforcement bodies entitled to act ex officio in copyright infringement cases. The police are competent where appropriate to initiate on their own proceedings the prosecution of the copyright offender. From a comparative perspective of US law, one can find similar sanctions of copyright protection, especially in music and movie industries. For example, their sanctions are very high because they 5 years they have 5-year imprisonment, 5-year imprisonment, all of these violations. When I look at the enforcement authorities in USA, relevant authorities work together. The institutions involved are Federal Bureau of Investigation, U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, U.S. Secret Service, U.S. Postal Inspection Service, state and local authorities. Let's focus our attention to the challenges of criminal enforcement of copyright in Sri Lanka. Dr. D.M. Karunaratne, in his article named Issues Related to the Enforcement of IP Rights, National Effort to Improve Awareness of Decision Makers and Education of Consumers, emphasized that Sri Lanka encounters, like any other developing country, various and diverse issues in the implementation of the provisions of the law relating to enforcement of IP rights, some of which are roughly and broadly summarized as follows. Poor awareness on IP and related matters among all the strata of society, lack of training for officers in the enforcement agencies, inadequate facilities available to the enforcement agencies, high cost of litigation, negligence of the owners of IP rights to get involved in litigation, and disorganized owners of IP rights and consumers. Above-mentioned issues are also relevant to criminal enforcement of copyright in music and movie industries in Sri Lanka. Now we turn to ask what are the lessons that can be learned from the USA. In USA, copyright enforcement is a team effort. Punishments are very high, up to 5 years imprisonment. They have joint strategic plan on intellectual property enforcement. Finally, based on my studies, I would suggest that there is a need for an effective criminal enforcement mechanism for the protection of copyright in music and movie industry in Sri Lanka, provide an effective training to police officers, and establish a separate unit for criminal enforcement of copyright in every police station, proper coordination with IP enforcement authorities, increase the sanction, that is 6 months imprisonment up to 5 years, must prepare a strategic action plan not only for copyright protection but also protection of other IP rights. With that, I conclude my presentation and I thank you for your attention.